Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Savannah Chrisley reveals shocking thing Julie did first after release. Savannah Chrisley's parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, are now home after being pardoned and released. Julie has not been out in the public eye as Todd has been, but what is the first thing she did when she returned home? Keep reading for more details. When Todd Chrisley was first released from his Pensacola prison camp, he went shopping. Along with his daughter, Savannah Chrisley, he headed to Nordstrom to buy some small clothing essentials. He shared that he was shocked at how many people were searching for him. That was when Savannah took over and snapped a quick photo of her and her father so everyone could see him post-release. They then went on to do a press conference where Todd showed off how amazing he looked. However, Julie was MIA, but he stated that she was at home with their youngest, Chloe. She was spotted out shortly after her release, donning gray, grown-out roots and brown ends. It seemed she just wanted to get back to her normal life. Now Savannah is revealing the shocking first thing Julie did upon being released. She has been doing laundry, rather than just relaxing or cooking. This seems to be her zen, plus she is bonding all over again with Chloe. Savannah also added that she showed her mother all of the posts on Instagram to catch her up for the last 2.5 years. There has been so much support for the family and Savannah Chrisley's attempts to get them freed. Therefore, it seems she just wanted Julie to know all that had transpired. Savannah and Todd did get all decked out for an event last weekend, which again, Julie was MIA from. At the same time, Savannah reminded everyone that her family has been filming again. They had finished right before her parents were pardoned and picked the cameras up quite quickly. Todd shared at the press conference that it would show when he and Julie reconnected. After Chrisley fans heard Savannah Chrisley sharing what life has been like since her parents were released, they were so happy. Many noted that they would have fought as hard as she did to free Todd and Julie if they were in the same position. Therefore, no matter what happened behind the scenes, they had to respect her fight. Whatever people may think or feel about this, I would do anything for my mom and dad too. Anything. You got this done, Savannah. Be so proud of yourself. Your mom and dad are so lucky they had you. Nobody else could have done it. You are such a beautiful soul. I know your parents are so proud of you. Congratulations, Todd and Julie. You deserve to be homey with your family. No one is faulting Savannah Chrisley, and that is great for her to see. She has also made it very clear that she did not do anything intimate or pay big money in order to get the pardon. Are you shocked that Julie's first desire was to do laundry, or is that something you can see her doing? Let us know in the comments. Finally walked out of the Kentucky prison where she had been serving time. The moment was far more than just a release. It was a rebirth. The world had been holding its breath, waiting to see how one of reality television's most recognizable matriarchs would reclaim her place in a life that had been so thoroughly disrupted. And according to Savannah Chrisley, what Julie did first wasn't what anyone expected. In fact, it left even Savannah stunned. Savannah, who has taken on an impressive role as both caretaker and family spokesperson during her parents' incarceration, shared the revelation during an emotional appearance on her podcast, Unlocked with Savannah Chrisley. I thought she'd want to just sit in silence or cry, Savannah said, her voice trembling slightly. But the first thing she did was ask for forgiveness from me. It wasn't about legal matters or media narratives. Julie's first moments of freedom were deeply personal, raw, and humbling. She looked me in the eyes and said, "I'm sorry I wasn't there for you. I'm sorry you had to grow up so fast," Savannah recalled, tearing up. "I wasn't ready for that. I was expecting celebration, maybe even some defiance or relief. But she was thinking only of us, of me and Grayson and Chloe. Julie's request wasn't performative, it was profoundly human. According to Savannah, her mother's voice was steady, not from rehearsed calm, but from a sense of purpose. She wasn't crying when she said it. She just meant it, and it shook me to my core. Julie Chrisley, often portrayed on Chrisley Knows Best as the grounded counterweight to husband Todd's flamboyance, had been serving a reduced sentence after a series of legal developments turned the tide in her favor. Fans and critics alike had speculated endlessly about what kind of woman would emerge from her experience. But no one predicted this. The vulnerable apology of a mother who knew she had missed precious moments in her children's lives. She told me, "They can take your time, but they can't take your soul." And I used every minute in there to work on mine, Savannah shared. The emotional reveal has sparked a wave of reactions online. Many fans applauded Julie's introspection, while others praised Savannah for her honesty in sharing such a vulnerable part of their reunion. But the surprises didn't stop there. Julie, Savannah said, had spent much of her prison time mentoring younger women inside. She became a kind of mom in there too, Savannah noted. She told me she felt called to be a light in a really dark place. That's why she didn't come out bitter. She came out with a mission. In another twist, Julie insisted on a visit to their family church within 24 hours of release. She didn't even want to go home first, Savannah said, shaking her head in disbelief. She said, "God brought me out of there, and I'm walking straight back into his house first." That Sunday, with no press release and no camera crew, Julie quietly entered the back of the sanctuary, head bowed, as a congregation of familiar faces turned in shock. A few seconds of silence gave way to a standing ovation, not of fame, but of community. People weren't clapping for the Julie Chrisley from TV, Savannah said. They were clapping for a woman who had made it through the fire and still had love in her. Behind the scenes, Savannah admitted she had her own struggles with forgiveness. "I was mad," she confessed. "I had to grow up overnight. I had to raise Chloe, take care of Grayson, and pretend like I was okay. So when she asked me to forgive her, it wasn't just a sweet moment. It was a war inside me." Still, that one act, Julie's unexpected first words, sparked something Savannah didn't anticipate: healing. Sometimes when someone asks you for forgiveness, it doesn't fix everything, Savannah said. But it starts something. It opens the door. Julie, now residing under home confinement, has kept a low profile. But Savannah says her mother's focus is crystal clear. She wants to be a mother again. Not just in title, but in action. For a family that became famous for their chaotic charisma and sharply edited reality show moments, this chapter in the Chrisley saga feels undeniably real and raw. She cooks now like she used to. Savannah laughed, her eyes lighting up for a moment. She made biscuits from scratch her second day home. Said she missed having flour on her hands. But Savannah's favorite moment came a few days later, when Julie did something that reminded her of the old days, but with new meaning. She sat on the porch with Chloe, just brushing her hair and singing hymns. "The same ones she used to sing to me," Savannah said. "I looked out at them and thought, maybe the past is gone. But something new is growing here." When asked what the future looks like, Savannah was hopeful but grounded.